Meet James, a man whose professional life seems perfect on the surface. He works at a prestigious multinational corporation, climbing the corporate ladder with a career that many would envy. But despite the success and accolades, James feels an unbearable emptiness gnawing away at him. Behind the polished exterior of success lies a life marked by extreme loneliness and depression. His long days in the office, filled with meetings and achievements, only emphasize the void in his personal life. Each night, the silence of his empty apartment echoes his inner turmoil. His life felt like it was unraveling, weighed down by the crushing weight of depression. Each day, the emptiness grew deeper, and he longed for an escape, a place where he could silence the chaos within his mind. It was this inner turmoil that drove him to the monastery, seeking refuge and peace, hoping that within its sacred walls he might find the solace and clarity his heart desperately needed. James came to this ancient monastery searching for a connection with God, a place of peace. But what he found would haunt him forever. Upon entering, James was welcomed by Father John Bowles, a kind but weathered priest who led him to confession. Their conversation was long, the priest's words filled with wisdom and solace. Father Bowles listened as James poured out his heart, his struggles, his fears, everything. After the confession, James felt a deep sense of relief, as though the priest had lifted a weight off his soul. The peace that followed was unlike anything he had felt in years. Seeking to further embrace the serenity of the monastery, he decided to explore its ancient halls. The towering stone walls, adorned with time-worn religious symbols, beckoned him to uncover their secrets. As he wandered deeper into the heart of the sacred grounds, the echo of his footsteps reverberated through the empty corridors, hinting at the centuries of prayer, devotion, and mystery that lay within. It was a journey not only through the monastery, but into the very soul of the place, a sanctuary steeped in both history and the unexplained. He meets a nun in the park from the center of the monastery. She smiled as she asked, "How are you finding the monastery?" James mentioned how grateful he was for Father Bowles's guidance. But what came next would chill him to the core. The nun was shocked to hear that name and told, "Father John Bowles? That's impossible. He died 5 years ago." The nun stared at him in disbelief. Every detail James described matched the priest perfectly. But Father Bowles had been dead for years. Who or what had James just spoken to? The monastery felt different now, colder, darker. The once peaceful halls were now filled with an unsettling presence, as though they were no longer alone. Had Father Bowles truly come back from the dead? Or was something more sinister at play? Some spirits seek peace. Others seek something far more terrifying. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because you won't want to miss the next video. It's going to be more spine-tingling and haunting than ever before. The real nightmare is just beginning. Are you ready?